All right, everybody, my next guest. Two-time heavyweight boxing champion of the world and the man who gave us the George Foreman grill. Which is the greater achievement? You decide. He's just written a children's book entitled Let George Do It. Please welcome George Foreman.
Boy.
I might be wrong, but when you first came out and we shook hands and you looked in my eye, I saw fear. I saw fear at my size and strength. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay,
that's
good.
True.
You're a good liar.
They were looking for an opponent for me to fight, and
yeah.
I told my wife, I assured her, I'm coming back to boxing at 55,
right?
And it's going to be with someone I know, I'm certain I can beat.
Yes.
So I'm looking for someone, their first qualification must be from Harvard.
Right. Thanks.
They must be thin,
yeah,
red hair,
and
I got an opponent.
All right, good. That would be a pretty quick fight. It'd just be my big hair going back and forth really fast while you pound away at me.
Good.
Well, are you going to, by the way, I know we're going to get to this eventually, but are you going to fight again, seriously?
No, I was in good shape, getting in training. My wife told me no.
Yeah, she just said absolutely not.
No, and I said, look, this is my life.
Right.
I need this adventure. You can't tell me what to do. She said, no, you're not going to box.
Yeah.
And I can't box.
Yeah.
And that's why some guys continue on and on and on.
Right.
They're bachelors.
Right, right.
Once you get married, you get a boss, you know when to stop.
Right, right, right. She's there, and she's not going to let you get back in the ring. But you know who wants to fight with you is Joe Frazier.
And yeah, Joe Frazier,
he has a
my
quote.
friend.
Here's a quote. Joe Frazier said, Foreman needs to stop hiding behind his barbecue grill and step up so I can knock the fat out of him. You know, that's what he said.
That was Larry Holmes.
That was Larry Holmes?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Every year about this time, he sneaks out of the nursing home and challenges me. And I have to come out of my nursing home and tell him no. And go back.
Just you two hitting each other with walkers. That's going to be great.
Sooner or later, we're going to be have our little signs on which home we're from.
Right. It's funny. I was thinking of Joe Frazier because I know he had... this is an interview I saw where he talked about how Ali, back in the day, Ali, when he had to fight him, Ali would really get in his head. I know that you had that experience.
He made him angry. He made him angry. And Joe Frazier is strange because he told me, we were riding in a limousine, he said what made him so upset is Muhammad kept calling him an Uncle Tom.
Yeah, that's right.
And he said, I didn't want my wife to think in the morning that I was putting on this hood to go out and look in people's window.
He told you this?
He thought he was calling him a peeping Tom.
He got it wrong?
He got it wrong. Can you imagine?
So if he had thought it was, if he had known it was Uncle...
known what an Uncle Tom was, he would have loved the guy.
That would have changed boxing history.
Changed history.
Oh, nice. I don't look at people's windows. No one said that.
And you know, the boxers put on the hoods.
Right.
And when the sun is still
sure,
out, away.
Right.
And what do you think?
Right.
Going out and looking windows.
Right. It's very strange. I'm glad you straightened him out on it.
Yeah,
He's probably really upset now.
No, it's like an uncle. That's the difference between an Aunt Tom, and an uncle.
Which is?
It's not an aunt.
Right. I was going to disagree with you, and then I saw the size of your hand. Whatever you say, buddy. You know, this is you never stop. You're always branching into something new.
Yeah.
You've
sold over 70 million grills. 70
How did I know that the grill was going to come up again? 70 million grills.
70 million grills. Now we got the new one. It's called the new grilleration, where you can take it apart, put it in the dishwasher. They kept bugging me, George, we need a grill that's easier to clean. So now we've got one. You put it, and I still use the sink, so I wash it up, put it back together.
You own a George Foreman grill?
Do I? Not only I, but George, my wife, my cousin, aunt, uncle.
All your kids are named George, yeah.
I have 5 boys, all named George.
Yeah. It's nice. It saves on confusion.
It does. Now, you've heard of Muhammad.
What does a grill go for now, George Foreman grill?
Oh, you can get them pretty cheap.
You don't even know, do you?
Just go in there and find them. No, I mean, you
pretty
can get
cheap,
one
I don't know.
$25, really.
$25?
Yeah,
Sounds like a bargain to me.
The kids in college, they use them all the time. It's real affordable. You know,
Yeah, one of them's grilling right now. Put that thing away.
There was a time when you'd have to run off. You know, some kids would get homesick and go to mom and get a home-cooked meal.
Right.
Now a lot of the moms are going to the campuses. The children are fixing fine food now.
Right.
It's a grill.
And it drains the fat away. It's ingenious.
Channel the fat away and let you keep all the nutrition.
Am I going to get any money for this, by the way? I'm helping you out on this plug a lot. And people actually stop you on the street and ask you, when they see you, to fix their grill if it's not working.
That's one of the reason I did this book, one of the reasons. Because people would email me, George, my grill is broke. I need you to fix it. Some people actually think I make it in my garage.
Right.
And then I can go out there and fix it and send it back. But I'm there to make certain that their grills are repaired and one is sent back to them because they'll get me. George? George? And I have to say, yes, you got it done.
All right.
And I was walking the street one day and in Memphis, Tennessee, and a group of kids, Head Start kids, 4 or 5 years old, stopped me, and the teacher said, look, explain to them who you are. This is George Foreman, the Olympic champion, heavyweight champion. They said, that's the cooking man. So kids know me not as a boxer, so I had to do a children's book.
You wrote a book, George Foreman, Let George Do It, and it's about you and all your kids.
5 kids, even when I'm petitioning my wife now to change her name to Judge.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever think of another name? Would you have ever thought of the name Conan?
Muhammad Ali.
Think about it. Conan Foreman? It's a nice name.
But look, you get hit in the head by Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Kenny Norton, and Evander Holyfield, and see how many names you can remember.
All right. You win. Let George Do It is in stores now. And also, you have a line of George Foreman's knockout cleaning fluids.
That's right. I want you to know if you want to clean your item, your clothes, it's non-hazardous. It won't hurt your hand. You make the kids clean up.
You know where you got this idea? Look at the
sick.
picture on the front right here. You look exactly, look at it, check this out. You look like Mr. Look at that, get that, Mr. Clean. That's where you got the idea. Check out. You can get in a little tighter, I know you can.
But you want to tell kids to clean up. But anyway, you want kids to clean up behind themselves, but you see signs say, keep out of the reach of kids.
Right.
And that's why I came up with this. It's a good, clean product.
Okay, good for you. You won't stop. What's next? Next time, what are you going to be sending? Leisure suits?
Right here. You look at,
pinwheel hats? What are you going to sell next?
Look at this shirt.
Oh, my God, keep your clothes on.
It's casual mail.
Casual mail?
Yeah, you go out there and you get the nicest clothes in the world, George Foreman line. This is George Foreman Comfort Zone.
Okay, the whole show's been turned into an infomercial now. All right, well, thank you very much. Always an honor, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Good guy. George Foreman. Joe Perry coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.